Well, hello everyone. My name is Debbie Singleton and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I come to you live Monday evenings at 7 p.m. Arizona time. And I hope everyone had a great weekend and a great day. I have not been here for a little while. I have been on vacation and I had a wonderful time. We went to Whistler, Canada. Oh my goodness, what a great, beautiful place to be. I'm just saying. It is absolutely gorgeous there. Place we could go back again to because it was phenomenal. The place was gorgeous. It was beautiful weather. I was afraid it was going to be cold. It had said it was going to be cold, and we actually had absolute amazing weather. Good evening, Mom. Thanks for joining. It was lovely there. I mean, it was like 60 in the daytime, which I thought was going to be very cold. So I had packed sweaters and I was a bit warm because when the sun came out, the sun was actually kind of intense. But it was so nice and I was not complaining. But people there in Canada were like, oh my gosh, it's so hot. And we're like, yeah, you have no idea what hot is, people. Come visit us and we'll tell you what hot is. But we were loving the weather. We could sit outside. We could enjoy the outside. We'd sit out. We would enjoy the time outside, and we had lots of outside activities. So I was really afraid it would be cold. I'm so happy that it was not cold. So enjoyed. So we were gone all of last week, and then prior to then, I was busy doing some other things and helping with the grandkids and getting them. Oh my gosh, it was craziness. So anyways, glad to be back in the swing of things, getting in my craft room, trying to get some stuff organized. And I think I have some stuff ordered, and I know I have an order coming through my mom, and I can't remember what we ordered. And then come back, and Stampin' Up! Has this really fun thing that you can buy a suite you buy a suite and then you buy a suite at half price. And oh my gosh, I haven't even looked at how to do that. And then we have, at the same time, we now have, as demonstrators, one of the fun things about being a demonstrator is you get to pre-order. So now we have a new campaign coming out in July, and so now we can pre-order. I haven't even looked at the pre-order. So I think that this is going to be like a July-December catalog. So it'll be Christmas, I think. And I haven't even looked at it because I can't even wrap my head around Christmas yet. So haven't even looked at what's in there. But I'm sure there's going to be some fun stuff in there. So haven't even looked at that. Haven't even gotten it online because I just haven't even had time. So I just wanted to kind of play with some things to try and do today's live, because when we got back, we got to watch our grandkids because my granddaughter had recital, and then we went to see her at recital yesterday. So it has been, I mean, we got back, we did that, and then we did, I mean, it's been fun. It's been fun and crazy. So she did amazing at recital because the poor little thing, her knee has just been killing her. She has some kind of like knee thing going on. We looked it all up, and it's like she's growing pains is basically, but it's extremely painful. And so poor little thing, she did 2 days of competition on this sore, painful knee, and she did amazing. It was so much fun watching her. So I don't know what I'm not gonna do to take care of it, but you really can't do much for it because it's basically the bone is growing, and so she's got this really bad pain. But she did amazing. It was fun to watch her, as always. So we did that. This has been crazy. So I kind of looked through what I had already knew that I hadn't really worked with, and I found this suite that I had, and it's called the Beautiful Gallery Suite Collection. And I actually hadn't played with it and hadn't done anything with it. So I kind of got it out, and I kind of looked through some things, and a couple of people had did some fun things with it. So I played with it. So I know we are all so proud of her, aren't we, Mom? I mean, she just did so wonderful, worked through the pain, was a trooper through the pain, and and nobody else would know that she was in pain except for us. Literally, no one else would know it. But we're so proud of her. She was so amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I made 2 cards with this suite. The card we're going to make tonight isn't this one. I actually made 2 cards, but I wanted to play with this, and I had so much fun playing with this. So this lady that did this card, her name is she's from Stamp Camp, and she did this. So I kind of did this with her. This was so much fun. She did a different paper from this suite. So this suite is huge, and it's so much fun. I don't know what I do with the paper. So this paper is amazing. It's got all kinds of scenes in it, and then it's also got a lot of flower scenes in it. So it's got scenes, and then it's got flowers, scenes, and then it's got there's like lots of flowers in it. There, see, here's a flower. I was like, okay, but I don't know if I really want to work with the flowers. I'm not sure. There's a bunch, but it's really pretty. It's got like this kind of scene in it. It's got some really pretty flower scenes in it, but I wasn't sure. And then on the other side, it's kind of plain. Here's another flower scene. This flower, everyone's been working with this flower. It's gorgeous, but I wasn't sure what I really wanted to do with it. So I literally just took this boat scene. Oh my goodness, I thought this was really pretty for a guide. So that's what I worked with on the first one. I mean, and then the other sides are like, they're either plain or motif, or I mean, they're amazing. So you can do all kinds, and this pack is big. It's 6x6 paper, but you get 48 pieces, so you get a lot of pieces. So I really wanted to play with this. She did this, and of course, there's my layers. So I did a thanks so much. So this one's super easy. I worked with our new color. This is called, I call it something different. I call it cloud cover. That is not what it's called. It is called cloud cover. Okay, I finally got it in my head. This is called cloud cover. And then I put, oh my gosh, my brain is dying. Pecan pie with it. And I think those really pulled the colors that are in here. You can unmute it, and you can put something brighter with it if you want. You can make it any colors you want out of this, because there's so many in here. So you could do whichever. So the base, I did my unnormal. So I did 11 by 4 1/4, scored it at 5.5. So it's going to open this way instead. And then the pecan pie, I did 5 1/4 by 4. And then I did strips. So I cut these strips. I did 3 of them at 1 1/4 by 5. And I did them in order. And then I made this rectangle. So I did the pecan pie. It's 3 by 2. The cloud cover, I did 2 3/4 by 1 3/4. And then I did the white at 2 1/2 by 1 1/2. And then I stamped this thanks. And you have to put it on the block. So here's the thanks, and then here's the so much. And you just put it on your block. You just take this and you put thanks, and then you put so very much underneath, and you stamp it as 1. And it comes from the Impressions A Bloom, which I've used like a ton. So that's from the other one. It's not from this same one. This suite has more flowers in it. It does have a couple of sayings in it, but not too many. So I pulled from other suites that have sayings. And then these dots, I'm not sure that they're actually still available. I think they are neutral matte dots I used. So, and then of course I took a piece and I put on the envelope, and then there we go. We have mail. Thanks so much. I think that looks very nice. And then inside I put a piece of white, and we can write in it, and there we go. So now I did a version of the ladies, but I made it a happy birthday instead, because I was like, I don't want to make another thank you. So what I did was I took this lady did, what is her name? Her name is Sandy Hancock, and she did this really, I wanted a fun fold. So she did this fun fold. And I loved it because we've done fun folds. Oh, thanks. We've done a similar fun fold. This is sometimes it's called a Z fold. So it's a pretty similar fun fold, and you can do all kinds of things with it. Sometimes I put something here and you open it up, and you can open it this way too. So you can open it either way, or you can, or you can open it this way. So you can open it multiple ways. It's made the same way, and it's super simple. This card was so simple. And depending on what paper you use, you can stamp on the paper. This particular paper, I tried to stamp on it, but it doesn't show. So I decided I was going to just put a piece of paper and stamp on top of it because it was easier. So what the fun part about this is when you open it, so if you decide you want to open it this way, you have a fun little panel here. And I made that panel the same paper. So the paper kind of matches all the way around. So what I did is she stamped right on this piece right here. She didn't put a piece in here, but I wanted all the layers. So I put another layer. So I ended up putting this layer and then this layer. I've made white, and then I stamped it here. Now, I haven't ordered yet. This May Your Wishes Come True. That is from a stamp that's discontinued. I haven't ordered the stamps that is in the new catalog yet. I thought I had, but I went and looked and I don't have it yet. There's another stamp set that says something kind of like that, and I think I'm going to order it. So anyway, so I had to stamp it with something else. But this is so easy to make. So we're going to make this card tonight because it is super duper easy. But I thought it was really nice. Now, again, we could put a different color and make this totally a different colors. But I really liked this Timid Tiger color. I don't know why I'm liking this Timid Tiger color. I don't usually like oranges. I don't know why, but I'm really liking this Timid Tiger. So I just went with Timid Tiger, and this is Lost Lagoon. I think Lost Lagoon looks really good. People are putting the Secret Sea with it, which is really pretty as well. So you could pull that with it and totally make it a different color card. So, but it's simple, but it's fun. So that's what we're going to make. So, oh, and then I did the envelope. So what happens is when you do this, this is 6x6 paper. You use all of it, but this little bitty piece right here. So I had to get out a whole nother piece to do two more cards, to do another card, and to do this little envelope. So I used 3 pieces to do the envelope and to do this. So yeah. But anyways, so we'll get out all of our pieces. I've already got them all cut out. And where's that piece? And hopefully my little piece in here. So this is a classic piece of cardstock. It's 8.5 by 5.5. It's scored at 4 1/4, but the extra score line is at 2 1/8. So you just fold it in half. See, that's in half the way we normally fold it. And we are going to fold that and make sure that our corners or edges are all together. And I had my bone folder. Oh, there it is. On my desk because I knew I was going to use it again. Now, you could just fold it back, but I like my corners or my edges to just be all nice, and so I score it because we're going to pull that back again. That's going to be our cute little piece there. That's going to be our mechanism. And that's going to sit there. Now I'm going to turn this over, and then I'm going to do that on this side just so that it can kind of give it some more and then I'm going to do that again on this side too, so it'll lay a little bit. I don't know why they don't lay quite as flat when you do them this way, but I'm going to just do that again. Okay, so now we have that, and that's going to open like that. So that's going to be our little, see, it always wants to open up. I don't know why. Okay. Again, we have our piece for our envelope, and that's always our 2 1/4, and it's 6, so it automatically is like that. So I'm going to move my little piece out here. I'm going to glue that so that can start drying. And we're basically going to just glue everything together, and we're going to be done after we get gluing here. My glue holds out. This is almost empty. I do have another glue. See, this is the other side of that paper. I don't know if you can see. It's really pretty. You could use that side too. But that's the side, and then that's the side. So it's really pretty as well. I mean, our double-sided paper is always so pretty, but okay. I like to flip that over and make sure I've got it. Now, see, this will be right up to the edge. I'll have to not cut hardly any off of there because it just did barely on there. So that'll be fine. We'll just round that off, and that'll be nice. So we'll let that dry. All right, so where is my piece? I had a piece. Where are you? Oh. So in the Unbounded Love, that's where I get the happy birthday. And that's where I get, oh, no, I didn't. And may all your wishes come true. Okay, good. That is not discontinued. That is online. Good. I correct myself. I did not use a discontinue one. Good. All right. So in the Unbounded Love dies is where I got this. So that's what I'm going to use. All right. So our first panel, that's going to go on the outside. This is, and this is Lost Lagoon. So this is 3 by 5 1/4. And then this piece that's going to get glued on is 5 by 2 3/4. So I'm going to glue all these pieces on, and then we're going to put it together. I like to have all my pieces glued on first, and then I like to glue. I like to have everything ready. All right, that looks relatively even and not too crooked. Sometimes that's easier for you to pick it up and do that. And you can, and green glue gives you a little wiggle room if you need to. It don't look too terribly crooked. Sometimes gluing these is a little tricky. So then this little panel is 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. And then we're going to glue this panel of 5 by 1 3/4. That doesn't seem right. Why am I gluing? Yeah, okay. No. Yeah, no, we're going to glue this 1 1/2 on this panel, sorry. So see, I like to actually just pick it up. It just seems like it can get it straighter sometimes. Okay. And I had you cut 2 of these 5 1/4 by 2 because we're going to put one of the white pieces on there and one of these pieces on there. And one of the white pieces is going to go in the middle. And you'll see in a minute. Okay. Okay, that looks to be about even. Not too terribly crooked. Sometimes that's just really hard to get it all. All right, I'm not going to glue the white piece yet, and I'm not going to do anything with that. So I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday, and I'm going to stamp on that white one. So I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday. There we go. And then I'm going to stamp, May all your wishes come true. There we go. Close this so I don't get everything in there. All right, now we can glue this on in the middle. And I did white. I debated if I wanted to do orange, but the white piece is also so you can write a little bit of something. So you could say, you could write your name, you could sign your name, say, have a great birthday, love, Uncle Debbie, whatever you say, with your birthday, but it gives you a chance to write a little bit of something. So who it's from. That way it's easier to see what you're writing. And on the orange piece, you wouldn't be able to see that. So that's why I chose to do white. this one got a little crooked. Stuck, and then I unstuck it, and then I still couldn't get it to go straight. Okay, so now we are ready to assemble this. I'm going to wipe these off so they're not in my way. Put them aside. All right. Now here's where you have to kind of pay attention, because we don't want to glue this piece all the way down. Okay, so we want to only glue this piece, having some edges here, here, and here. And we don't want to glue it all the way here. No, oops, I'm out of the camera. We don't want to glue all the way here. So what we want to do is we want to just put some glue on the back side here. Okay. So what I did was I just kind of lined this up and I kind of eyeballed. Just kind of thought, all right. And I tipped this over. And I put my finger here. So that kind of gave me an idea of just about where I want to stop with my glue. So right here, and I'm really going to stop before that because I don't want it to gush out. So this is where I want my glue. Okay. So now I'm going to bring this back in, making sure that my glue part is over here. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to make sure that I have some edges, both top and bottom, and over here. And yep, see that I don't have any glue there. So now I can press that down. That looks pretty good. Okay, so that's going to be that piece. Now we're going to flip it open. Frozen again. Dang it. Why do I keep freezing? All right, so then once I have that like that, then we flip it open because we're going to put these pieces, and we're going to put a piece over here, and then we're going to put a piece over here. Okay, so now we're going to take the smaller of the two. See, there's two different sizes. I'm going to take the smaller one, the skinnier one, and we're going to put over here. Okay. And I don't normally put glue on there. I put the glue on here. Why am I putting glue over there? All right. Hopefully that didn't mess me up too much. Let's grab some of that glue. All right, now we're going to put this one over here. So I'm going to put this one on first. And we're going to give it some edges, both top and bottom and the side. Okay. And now we're ready to put this in the middle here. So we have to make sure that we don't cover this this fold here, okay? But we want to give a little bit of room so that this looks like we didn't just put it right up against there. So we want to get a little bit. We want to make sure we try and bring it down and meet this one down here. So we want to try and give it just the same. As much as we can. So that when we open this up, so when we open it, it all opens. You can see that inside there. So now we have all 3 panels. And then of course, I didn't just glue this on. We all know I don't just glue anything on. So I use dimensionals. So I have a pack of dimensionals that has the ends. So I use up all my dimensionals. So I used all my ends here. So I'm going to just use my ends here. So I just put my ends on here. Don't let anything go to waste. Put it on straight. I kind of liked it to go this way. And these are the new in colors. They're called 2025, 2027 in color flat pearls. And then I happen to use, of course, these are the, I don't know that they're called Timid Tiger, but they were this color, so I used this color. And I didn't put them up there, I put them down here. It's kind of, someone did that and I thought that made that look really kind of nice. All right, let's cut our envelope. All right, so there's our envelope. That goes with that, and we have that. And then, of course, this one. So my original, of course. And then this one. This is the guy's one. But I did a thank you. So there's all 3 of mine. So I hope that you enjoyed them, because I don't know why my screen continues to freeze. That second one continues to freeze on me. I don't understand what's going on. I don't know. I don't know what happens. I don't know what the deal is. I don't understand why that particular one freezes, but hopefully you saw most of that. Thanks for sticking with me. Hopefully, I don't know. I'll have to figure something out why that's doing that. But anyways, hope you enjoy your week, and I will be back next week. If you need anything, feel free to get in touch with me, and I will see you next week. Thanks. See you. Bye-bye.